Good morning, this is Federico Bentley from Ayondo Markets giving you this morning's market update. This morning we start by looking at the European markets, where the UK 100 rolling is flat this morning, the France 40 rolling is higher by 10 points, and the Germany 30 rolling is higher by almost 18 points. Looking at the oil industry, Russian oil production was flat in February, the first sign of the country's participation in a historic production freeze deal among some of the world's biggest producers. Energy Ministry data showed oil output held at the same rate in January of 10.88 million barrels per day. In tons, it hit 43 million tons compared to 46 million in January, which is 2 days longer. Yesterday, Russian President Vladimir Putin said the country's oil companies had agreed not to ramp up production. The Energy Ministry data also showed crude output by Rosneft was unchanged as last month, while output at Lukoil edged down by 0.5% on a monthly basis. Brent crude, the global benchmark, is currently down 0.4% at $36.66 per barrel. Meanwhile, West Texas Intermediate crude, the US benchmark, shed 1.4% to $33.92 a barrel. Now for some corporate news. Virgin Money's share price leaped 8% this morning after posting strong figures for its first full year as a public company, with profits soaring as customer numbers climbed. The challenger bank said underlying profit before tax was up 53% to £160.3 million for the calendar year, while net margins rose to 165 basis points from 150 in 2014. The bank grew customer numbers to more than 3 million in the year, and its net promoters rose from 14 to 19 plus. Statutory profit before tax soared to 138 million from 34 million last year. As a result, the board is recommending a final dividend of 3.1p per ordinary share, bringing the total of the year to 4.5p. Elsewhere, Johnson Matthey's Den Jones will step down as finance director this summer, when the company anticipates a successor will have been found. Intertek's revenue rose 3.5% to £2.2 billion in 2015, from £2.1 billion a year earlier. Poundland has appointed Kevin O'Brien as chief executive designate with effective from 4th of April, and Peppa Pig maker Entertainment One expects revenues to be 3% lower in the 9 months to 31st December, dragged down by its film sector. Stagecoach said it's on track to meet expectations for this year, despite revenue in its UK bus and rail businesses falling in the second half of the financial year. Now looking at some key data in focus, about 15 minutes ago at 9:30 we had the UK PMI construction. At 10 a.m. we had the Bank of England MPC member Ben Broadbent speech, followed by the EU Producer Price Index, and at 2 p.m. we have Bank of England MPC member John Cunliffe's speech. And over in the US at 7 p.m. we have the US Federal Reserve's Beige Book, so we'll see what happens there. And that's all for today's news, so thank you very much for listening and all the best on your day's trading.